Watch. Jasmine Crockett tries to describe dim playbook on the fly. It doesn't go well. Of course, if she has to answer anything off the cuff, it shows how she's not that bright. She really is not that bright. This is who y'all want to make the leader of the Democrat Party. This is one of the names that come up. Really, Democrats. This is who y'all gonna push. Who couldn't even answer a simple question on like kitchen table issues. I mean, it's ridiculous. But and then this who David Hogg, y'all chairman is lifting up and saying is like a really good leader. Democrat Party is in trouble, and we gonna prove it by showing what she has to say about this. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I'll talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news now. This comes from WorldNet Daily by way of the Daily Caller News Foundation. And they report that Democratic Texas Rep. Jasmine Crockett rambled about education when a reporter asked her to describe the Democratic Party's playbook for the 2026 midterm elections during an interview posted to YouTube Wednesday. Crockett acknowledged in a March interview with Lone Star Politics that she was more focused on opposing President Donald Trump than passing legislation in Congress, which is the issue. Instead of trying to work with Trump to try to make people's lives better, they rather just be against Trump. In an interview with Fox 4 News Dallas-Fort Worth, reporter Stephen Dial asked Crockett, quote, what's the Democrat Party playbook for the midterms, and whether the party would focus on denouncing Trump or discussing kitchen table issues. Great question. Great question. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you really cared about helping people, you would be able to explain what that would look like. And she couldn't do that. But let's play this clip here. Here we go.
What is the Democrat playbook for the midterms? Is it blaming Trump, or is it talking about kitchen table issues?
You act like I got the playbook. Listen,
what does that mean? You act like I got the playbook. Like, you should know you are so-called one of the leaders of the Democrat Party, so you should know where they stand on certain issues. So, and that just goes to show that they really don't stand on anything except for hating Trump. That's it. You know, what do you mean? They don't have a playbook. The only thing they do is go against anti-Trump. Anything that Trump does, we're going to do the exact opposite. That's it. That's why she has no answer for this question, really. I'm sorry, but let me rewind that again. Here we go.
What is the Democrat playbook for the midterms? Is it blaming Trump, or is it talking about kitchen table issues?
You act like I got the playbook. Listen, I mean, the winning playbook, I think, overall is just communication and education. I think that you can talk about kitchen table issues all you want to, but it comes down to actually having a rapport and making sure that people actually understand what it is that you're talking about.
Oh, that's the problem. People don't know what we're actually talking about. It's the people problem. That's what it is. It's their problem. They're not educated enough to know how good we really are for them. That's basically what she's saying.
The winning playbook, I think, overall is just communication and education. I think that you can talk about kitchen table issues all you want to, but it comes down to actually having a rapport and making sure that people actually understand what it is that you're talking about. I don't think that we failed to talk about kitchen table issues, but basically Trump was simple and lied, right? Like he said, hey, the price of eggs are high, I'm gonna reduce it on day one. It was a very simple message. It was a lie.
We're going down now.
I mean, after they went up through the roof, yep. I mean,
Trump said he was gonna get egg prices down on day one. It took a few days. It was more than day one, even though egg prices are down now. They're down now, but he said on day one, so he lied. You get to see the logic here. You see the logic here. This is why they continue to lose.
Table issues, but basically Trump was simple and lied, right? Like he said, hey, the price of eggs are high, I'm gonna reduce it on day one. It was a very simple message. It was a lie.
going down now.
I mean, after they went up through the roof.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, let's be clear. And honestly, they may be down for the second, but again, having people be educated about what it is that the FDA does and talking about things such as the bird flu and talking about if you have less birds because they are sick, then that's less eggs, but the demand is still the same, then the price goes up. Like, we have to make sure we do education. One of the other...
What does that have to do with anything? We know about supply and demand. What does supply and demand have to do with him coming in and actually getting the price of eggs down, though? Like, she's bringing up supply and demand. We know why the egg prices went up. It went up because Biden decided to kill all of the chickens during the bird when we was having bird flu. So we know why the price went up, and Trump came in and fixed it. I mean, she is ridiculous. She's not making any sense.
Issues that I think that we had is that people didn't understand that the global pandemic was the cause of our inflation. They were like, oh, everything's high. And they just said, well,
no, the pandemic was not the cause of inflation. It was government spending that's the cause of inflation. They were writing checks and spending and spending and spending, and then Biden had that huge the so-called Inflation Reduction Act that actually increased inflation as well. So this is what she don't know what she's talking about.
That's the person that's in office, instead of actually having this global conversation. Or one of the things that he was honest about is that he actually was going to institute tariffs. The problem was people didn't understand exactly what a tariff was, because he was able to say, you know what, and it's going to be those foreign countries that pay for the tariffs. So everybody's like, all right.
She act like tariffs are new. People aren't stupid. We knew what tariffs are. She's just maybe the people she's talking about, her constituents, is stupid that they don't know what a tariff is. This is not the first time Trump implemented tariffs. He implemented tariffs under his first stint, and then Biden came in and he actually extended some of those tariffs. So when Biden do tariffs, it's okay, but when Trump do tariffs, it's not okay. They wonder why they lost.
Okay, cool. But that's not the case. And so I think that our win is in the education. I think it is why I place an emphasis on making sure that we can do things such as our teletown halls, why I place an emphasis on coming in and having an actual dialogue with my seniors, because I do want to make sure that they understand what's going on. And I want to break it down into the simplest terms that I can, because some of this can be really, really complicated. But I think our win is in our education and our constant communication.
It's not complicated. They're making it complicated. It's not complicated. That's exactly why Trump came in and changing things, and the economy is actually doing better. Inflation is down, gas prices are down, unemployment is up. Because instead of giving just platitudes, he had real practical ways to fix stuff, and he's actually implementing those practical things, and it's working. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.